somehow, some way, we ended up over here.
Ended up where?
Here, in the spiritual sense and in the physical sense.
Here we are. The Bridge City. But it doesn't have as many bridges as other cities.
So technically, I believe Pittsburgh has the most bridges per city in the U.S.
We looked it up.
So if you were to call anything a bridge city, it should be Pittsburgh.
So fuck Portland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who the fuck lives in Pittsburgh?
Two of my favorite things, beavers and beer.
Fuck yeah. I don't think Kurt likes the honest truth in these videos. Coming from me. I speak solely for Hans Gruber when I say these things.
What did you say? White people are filthy liars?
So it has become my goal, potentially, to film a documentary for Hans Gruber in the Diehards. I don't know how successful I'll be, just because I've never made a documentary. I don't really have any plans. I'm kind of just walking around with the camera. So yeah, tour's been good so far. We're in Portland, Oregon. We have a show tonight. The show yesterday was real fun, real cool.
Oh god, now there's paint all over.
Did that say tuna? That fucking says tuna.
Tuna!
Maybe a slice on the lion. Kurt and Rosie and Chris take care of a lot of things, so I kind of just got to make sure everything's set up at the venue, that we get paid out correctly, and that no one fucks with our shit too much, and just get everywhere on time. And yeah, time management and money. It looks rad.
Cool.
I'm into alt comics,
Like the alt
so
section.
like indie shit. Like I don't really care for like the superhero shit, unless it's like the what if scenarios, like All-Star Superman or like Batman Blood Rain, like that kind of shit. Because they're like limited series. Like what if Batman had to fight Dracula? I'm like, I don't know. What if? That sounds fun. Let's do it. For 3 fucking books.
If you don't give me dairy, I get cranky. So,
True, I've seen it.
if you don't listen to Korn's first album, you can't enjoy life. That's all I have. That was dumb. No one is illegal. Borders don't exist.
You're on stolen land.
We are on stolen land.
Land back.
Free Palestine.
Free Palestine.
Free everyone.
Yeah.
Fuck
Abolishment of prisons.
Yeah. Coy.
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter.
My dad worked at a magazine company that was when he left Dallas, they wound up at some Christian magazine company. Some of the younger people there would have CDs of different people that they'd recommend him, and so he'd get them from them and give them to us. And so that's when I started listening to a bit more of punk and ska and like various other quote-unquote cool things. By the time middle school rolls around, my dad diagnosed bipolar, so we'd hang out super late at night because he'd be up super late, and we'd watch.
Is that because of his medication or just
Yeah,
because
because
he
of
was
medication, there was all these things. But we'd watch these music videos on. It was on PBS. There's a program called BPM Music Link and 11. It was 3 different programs, and they'd play all these music videos from these artists that like were breaking or about to break. They were curating these quote-unquote cool bands prior to that, so it was interesting. But yeah, that's kind of how I got into kind of heavy music.
Well, and then you also were like LimeWire, kind of Napster,
Oh, yeah, I was a
Napster era kid, right? Like downloading
I was
everything.
downloading everything, yeah. And I was always checking things out. I was always fascinated and searching for the new things.
That's how you found Los Carnales.
Yeah, I found Los Carnales through that.
And then he showed me Los Carnales, and I was like, what the hell? This band is incredible. And that's kind of what got us connected to Los Curados. And then Los Curados was my first band that I was in. It was already a band, but I joined. And then Kurt kept coming to shows. I think that my theory is that kind of like lit the fire under his ass, so to speak, or like inspired him to be like, wait a second, what am I doing? I'm just coming to my wife's shows. Then he started his band. So.
Yep. And now we're here. Now we're broke together on the
Portland.
road. in Portland.
Oregon.
We're street musicians now, hopping trains for the past 10 years.
Let me do a.
We got
Let me give you a poke tattoo.
poke tattoo. We got checkered shoes everywhere.
He's throwing rocks. Burger throwing rocks.